Good, y'all. Welcome to an episode of Buzz Boys. And today we have the NBA Draft Lottery. I know it's been a minute since I did a video. I missed y'all. It just ain't been too much to talk about. But today we got some content. NBA Draft Lottery. I will be going live at 8 o'clock. So if y'all want to tap in for that, I know last time I went live, it's like, oh, you didn't say we was going to tell us we were going live. So I'm telling y'all now, 8 o'clock, we'll be live. I think the draft lottery is pretty short and sweet. So like it shouldn't be anything. It's like an awkwardly long time. Um, so yeah, the Hornets hold the 13th pick. We hold the 15th pick. That 15th pick is locked in. It's solidified. It is not a part of the lottery. It stops at 14. So that 15th pick is gonna be there regardless of what happens. The 13th pick, we have like a 93% chance to keep it. So that's the most likely outcome is that we stay at 13. Um, but we could possibly move up to the top four. I think we have a 4.8% chance, so roughly a 5% chance to move up to top four. And a 5% chance is better than nothing. And then there's a 2.3% chance that we do fall down to 14. So there is just a tiny chance, a little under 3% chance that we do move back one pick. But the most likely outcome is that we do stay put at 13. But you never know with the NBA lottery, you know, things happen. So, fingers crossed. Um, Me personally, I don't feel like really kind of no matter what happens, I don't feel like we keep both picks and actually use them. One of them is gonna go to get Gordon out of here. It just is what has to happen. I don't see any other way for Gordon to leave this team. He has to be in a trade, and you know the picks have to go. It's the only thing that's an asset that doesn't cost us anything right now. So we already have four draft picks from last year that don't play, so I can't really even foresee us adding four more picks. We have four picks this year. We have, 13, 15, and then I think we have 45 and another pick. We have four picks this year again. So it's like we're not finna have 8 picks in 2 years when we didn't even use our four last year. So you know, I think it's locked in that Gordon's up out of here with one of those picks. It's just a matter of who. I saw a pretty decent mock trade like Rashawn Holmes and Harrison Barnes for Gordon and pick 15. I would do that. I would run that because Harrison Barnes can come in and start at the 3 right now or the 4, whichever you want Miles to play at. Harrison Barnes can come in and do that right now. Rashawn Holmes can come in and start at the 5 right now. So I mean, I like that trade. Charlotte Hornets only. I think that was the page that had that mock. Um, but yeah, man, y'all comment down below what y'all want us to do with one of these picks, and y'all comment down below if you're feeling a little bit lucky. You think we're gonna move up? Anything's possible. I think we stay put at 13, but fingers crossed that we end up with a top four pick. Um, it gives even more trade bait, but it makes me a little scared though, just because it's like you move up to pick 4. Who do you feel like you take there? You can't take a center at 4. A center at 4 is a reach. None of the centers are projected to be there at 4. I think, at 13, you get Williams from Duke. You get Durant from Memphis. I like that in that 13 to 15 range. The center at 4, no. Or 3, 2, or 1. You know what I'm saying? Whatever the top 4 pick that we were to jump up to, you know. I don't know. It's like who was the decision there. But I don't think we're good enough to really necessarily be drafted for need anyway. Like if there's somebody there in the top 4 that's like, you swing for the fence anyway, fuck it. And then you could take a safe pick at 15 if we did decide to do that. But I think one of those picks has to go with Gordon. But we'll just see what happens, man. I'm gonna keep this video pretty short and sweet because, like I said, it's not too much to talk about. 8 o'clock is when all the decisions are made. So, we'll see. We'll see what happens, man. We'll see what happens. If we were to stay at 13 and 15 and not trade anything, who would y'all want? Y'all comment down below who y'all would want. Me personally, you know, uh, I like Durant out of Memphis, man. I like Durant out of Memphis, man. He's talented. Like he's really talented. Like both sides of the ball. He's talented. Um, Williams is good as hell too. They're both good as hell, man. I definitely want one of them at 13 or 15, and then one of those dogs from Baylor, one of those defensive dogs from Baylor. But one of those later picks. I don't know. We definitely just need like a defensive. I mean, really, we want two-way players. I feel like no matter what we do or who we take, we need somebody who can play both ways, or at least has the potential upside to be a two-way player. We've already kind of seen where it goes when you draft somebody who's only a defensive player or only offensive player. Like, no, we need somebody who can be out there and play NBA level defense right now, but also not be an offensive liability. Even though there's going to be plenty of offense around whoever that player is, you know, I feel like every player on the NBA floor needs to be able to hold their own offensively. You shouldn't get the ball and not be any kind of threat or be scared to have the ball. I don't want to see that shit at all. So, yeah, and like I said, man, I've missed y'all, man, but it just hasn't been too much content to really make right now. It's just like, you know, the coaching search is still going on. Um, I've already spoken on it a couple times. I don't really want to keep talking about hypotheticals and shit like that. Like, just like, okay, can we hire somebody so I can have some talk about? But today we did interview Devin Ham for a second time today. I believe we've interviewed Mike D'Antoni twice. I think, we're pretty close to that. Um, and we interviewed Frank Vogel a few days ago. So right now I believe that Ham from the Bucks, he's the Bucks assistant. I feel like him. I'm pretty sure him and D'Antonio are the only two people that have got interviewed more than once. I might be wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments down below, but I'm pretty sure that's what it is. Me personally, if we could get D'Antoni and hire like Frank Vogel as an assistant or Devin Ham as an assistant, I would love that just because I feel like there needs to be that balance. Okay, so they got Jalen Durant going at pick 8 in the little prospect shit. So I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, I feel like, with D'Antoni, we need that defensive balance. We really do. And I just feel like that's where we need that assistant to either be Ham or Vogel, either one. But the thing about Ham is he's a defensive minded coach, but we just watched the Bucks not make really any adjustments against the Celtics for the last few games and get killed. So I don't know how high I am on him. I do want a proven coach. Borrego was an assistant. I mean, the thing is, everybody has to get their start somewhere, and it's like, he could be great, but at the same time, I don't know. You do kind of want something proven, and D'Antoni, he can kind of unlock Lamelo, and do certain things, and he's won 50 games multiple times. D'Antoni has had success more than we have had, so if we can kill him with offense, like we basically did this year, you know, fuck it. But I do definitely think we need some defensive prowess, and that might have to come from the personnel. Period. Like go out and get somebody who plays defense, and it's not gonna matter who the fuck the coach is because that's what that player's role is, to play defense. So we'll see what happens. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this up. Tap in at 8 o'clock. I will be going live for the lottery. Fingers crossed that everything turns out well for us. But I'll catch y'all then. Peace.